So any technique that I teach you in focus work uh, is based on the same premise. Every technique that I teach you in focus work will ask you to simply notice the distraction and loosen back to traction. It's actually more specific than that. It's when you notice the distraction, loosen back to traction. So when you notice the distraction, you don't have to notice the distraction straight away. That's not what the technique asks you. That's not what focus work asks you to do. It's when you notice the distraction. It could be after 10 minutes. You might not notice for the whole focus work. That's totally fine. It's when you notice. It's not noticed straight away. It's not noticed a certain amount of times. It's when you notice, because it's when you notice that you have the choice to either complete the rep or leave the rep half finished. And that is only triggered when you notice the distraction. Again, you can't force that noticing. You don't want to force the noticing. It's just when you naturally notice, respond by coming back to the traction. And that response is a loosening. It's not a, ugh, I was distracted. Ugh, man, I don't feel calm. We're not getting sucked into the ego. We're loosening. We're loosening back to the traction. And in this observe technique, the traction is a simple statement that we are just repeating again and again in the mind. And that traction is observe over absorb. And when we are observing through the lens of our thoughts, we tend to absorb whatever we're observing. So if it's someone who's really, if it's a really angry coworker, we'll tend to absorb their anger because the lens of our thinking, have stories in them. So, oh yeah, she's so right. Yeah, I hate that guy too. Whatever it is, we will absorb how they're feeling. Whereas if we remove the lens, we're just observing them. That person is angry. That person probably feels a bit out of control. If I'm here and my intent is to observe you, to listen to what you're saying, to hear what you're saying, to observe the subtleties of what you're telling me, then nothing else matters. No other stories, no other judgments, no other opinions, nothing else matters because that is not observing. My intent is to observe you right here, right now. So observe over absorb. So this is the phrase that we practice. And it is the phrase that we repeat over and over again. When we are distracted from this traction target, we will eventually notice. We won't notice straight away. We will eventually. And that's when we complete the rep. We loosen. So we do whatever we need to do. We might literally need to take a breath. We might literally just need to drop the shoulders. Whatever it is, we loosen and we come back and finish off the rep by coming back to observe over absorb, observe over absorb. We're not looking to be calm. We're not looking to be clean. We're not looking for any, lack of clunkiness. A rep by definition is a little bit clunky. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for presence with the technique. When you notice a distraction, loosen back to traction. So we're going to spend just a couple of minutes practicing. When you are ready, let's get into our comfortable positions. I obviously can't see you, so we're just sitting comfortably upright. Focus work is all about using our focus, and we use our focus during our days, during our doing. So we want to send those messages of doing and alertness to the brain. So we're sitting upright. We're not leaning back against anything. We're sitting upright, head and neck free from leaning. And remember those 3 steps. We just go into our warm-up, and our warm-up is the breath. And all we're going to do is just count a comfortable count. So normally for people that looks like 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out. And we just repeat that a few times. And that's the warm-up. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to guide you through the process now of the observe technique. So sitting in that comfortable position, just lowering the shoulders, loosening the squint at the edges of your eyes, loosening the jaw. And let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just allow this idea of loosening to settle in the parts of your body that feel tense. It's just a slight loosen. You might be loosening the shoulders slightly. Might be loosening the spine slightly. And now that we've warmed up, we can start our focus work, the exercise. And the way to start it is to just hear the traction target of this technique in the middle of the mind. And that statement, that traction, the target which we're coming back to when we notice we're distracted, the traction target is observe over absorb. And we're repeating that in the mind, slowly, smoothly, and steadily. Observe over absorb. Observe over absorb. We're not trying to do that. It's simply our traction target. If anything, it's a simple, gentle reminder. But we are never forcing, we are loosening. We're never trying to make anything happen during focus work. We're doing the opposite. We're loosening. Noticing where your focus is shining now. Bringing your focus back, if required, to your traction target. Repeating that slowly, smoothly, and steadily in the middle of the mind. Observe over absorb. Observe over absorb. Repeating that. It doesn't matter what it sounds like. It doesn't matter what volume it's at. None of that is specified in the technique. It does not matter. That is your ego trying to tell you, trying to distract you with things that do not matter, that sound sensible, sound logical, but still are not required. All that matters is that you're repeating this traction target, whatever it sounds like. When you notice you're distracted from that very specific traction target, those 3 words, finish off the rep. You've noticed half the rep has happened without you even needing to try. Imagine if that was true for a physical exercise. Half the job's done for you. We would be so grateful. The distraction is where we start feeling grateful because it's doing half the work for us. And we loosen and come back to our traction. Repeating our traction target in the mind, slowly, smoothly, and steadily. Observe over absorb. Observe over absorb. I'll give you just a few moments to practice your repping, the movement between your distraction and your traction. and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Now, if you notice a distraction, for the last time, loosen back to the traction and state that traction target confidently one last time in the mind. For a warm down, super simple, dropping the chin. It's my favorite one. I use it all the time. Rolling the head around like a basketball on top of the stick. This is the vagus roll. We're rolling out the vagus nerve. We're triggering it. We're literally pulling on it like a bell chain, like a bell rope. And the bell is our parasympathetic nervous system. The vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the body, is the bell rope. And we are literally pulling on that bell rope now. If you do this after focus work, particularly focus work where you've loosened and possibly even released a lot, this will just feel like you're opening up the whole body. And if you've just done a quick session of focus work like we just have, it's a great way to tell the mind and the body, yes, we are activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. Yes, we have finished the focus work and we are ready to roll in to using our focus. And that is the observe technique. Not just the observe technique, but the foundations that are now there to use lots of different techniques. Because that fundamental requirement always stays the same. When you notice a distraction, loosen back to the traction. And the traction just changes. When the traction changes, the technique changes.